I want to explain to you the three most important things you need to know to feel deserving of your goal, the points that I followed to feel in a position of success before even having it materially. If you don't know me, my name is Alex and I'm 29 years old. I have been an employee for over 10 years and I've had many side hustles in that time to be able to save over $200,000. I have constantly been looking for items to buy and sell to make a profit on. I was only after the money. That's all I cared about. Until a few months ago, I contacted my mentor because I was lost. I only focused on what and on how. I had bad habits. I smoked weed. I drank alcohol. I ate fast food nearly every day. I lost a lot of time. When I contacted my mentor, Mario Lopez, the man who has changed my life completely, the man who has changed my beliefs and my way of life. Once we started working together, all my bad habits disappeared. All the bad things I was doing, and I started doing things right. As of January of this year, I have been documenting absolutely everything, telling the truth to the world, being an honest man and not lie. And you can check this out on my Instagram, Alex Panucci 96. I want to get to the point though. I want you to understand the 3 points you have to follow to feel deserving of that goal that you so desire. The first thing you have to do is model the man or woman who is already at the point you want to be at. You need to model their habits. Find that mentor who has reached the level of success that you want to be at, that has what you want to have, who has a lifestyle, the habits that you want to have. And all you have to do is take their habits, see what they do, because they're probably posting about it, and do the exact same thing. That's one of the things that has changed my life drastically and improved my confidence in all aspects. Modeling my mentor. Take a look at what they do. If they read books, I read books. If they wake up at 5 a.m., I wake up at 5 a.m. They went to the gym every day, I go to the gym every day. Even if I worked at my main job, it didn't matter. I just compressed my times. I did the 2-for-1 rule. While I was working or while I was going to the gym, I listened to a podcast or videos from my mentor. Model your mentor. Model the man or woman that you admire and respect. You should model absolutely all their habits because you're going to enter a state of alignment, which is when your thoughts, your actions, and your words are aligned and are one. When you're in that state, that's when you're aligned. It's when you feel like your mentor feels. It's when you attract the same things as your mentor attracts. So model exactly your mentor. Take him and see what he does. If you have money to invest, pay his highest class that he offers to be able to get closer to him. I paid Mario his business mastery course. Get as close as possible. And I paid for it being an employee, so you have no excuses. That's the first way to feel deserving and feel capable of all those goals. The second step to feeling deserving of your goals is to change your environment. Your circle is everything. Start distancing yourself from those people who don't have what your mentor has. If they don't have it, get away immediately. Why? Because they are feeding you their beliefs, and you have to change your beliefs. The only way to do that is by surrounding yourself with people who are at a point where your mentor is, at the point where the person that you admire and respect is at. That's all you have to do. And how do you get close to these people if you may live in a small city or village and they're in a other different country? You surround yourself with them on YouTube, on their videos, their books. Think of a book as a conversation with that person without them being physically present. A video is a mentorship from that person without them being physically present. That's your circle. Whenever you feel like talking to your mentor, you simply have to press play on YouTube, sit in front of him, and listen to what he says and write it down. That's how you change your environment. You don't change your environment surrounding yourself with people that don't have what your mentor has. Since their beliefs will influence you, and those influences will lead you to thoughts, and those thoughts will lead you to actions. Those actions will lead you to results, and those results are exactly what you don't want. Don't you want the same level of life as your mentor? You want that lifestyle then start surrounding yourself with your mentor, whether it's on YouTube or through books. Surround yourself with people who are where you want to be. They're on the same path and in the same process. Because beliefs are the most important thing. Your level of beliefs is what determines your actions, and your actions will determine your results. So change your circle completely and distance yourself from everyone who doesn't have what you want, and start surrounding yourself with men and women, even if they're on YouTube or in books. Have the life people always wanted. I quit smoking weed, drinking alcohol, eating fast food, watching TV, and I can teach you how I did it so quickly. The third step is very important, and it's to always stay in movement, because you're a person with the type of belief that leads you to have the results you don't want. So what happens when you're not doing something that brings you closer to your goal, when your mind isn't focused on something that's bringing you closer to the man or woman who you admire and respect, that leads to boredom. And that's the worst thing that could happen to you. When you're in a boredom state, that's when all the distractions come into your mind. When bad habits, desires, that's when you can't handle. You have to get rid of that state of mind as soon as possible. You need to understand that state and completely erase it at the moment. That's why you always have to be in movement. That's why I do round 2 every day to eliminate that feeling of boredom, because it will stagnate you and you will doubt yourself. When you feel bored with the results you have today, the problem is that you think you're not on the right track. Fear sets in, you start procrastinating, you feel the urge to fail, and you feel the urge to resort to a small vice, to excuse yourself by saying you've already done enough and you need to rest. You can't fall into that trap. Start doing something. Always keep your mind busy. And for that, the keys are: increase your execution rate twice as fast, act with fear, take more risks. Don't be afraid to fail. If you think of something, just execute it. Don't just think about it, because you'll enter a constant state of boredom, and it will lead you to do things that aren't aligned with your purpose. These are the 3 keys that will help you feel deserving of your goal. Step 1 is to model your mentor. Step 2 is to change your environment. And step 3 is to always stay active and in movement. You will be successful if you're able to maintain these 3 beliefs. Active in your mind at all times. All of these steps combined with the time factor, or things that will get you to reach your goal. I've been chasing the money for so many years, and that has only brought me mediocre results. Now that I've applied all of this, I'm starting to see real change in my life. I'm taking a lot of blows off your path. I'm taking a lot of the path off your journey, a lot of the false steps. Just apply what I'm telling you. I'm not asking for anything in return. You just have to act and execute. It took me 10 years to understand all of this. If you think I helped you out, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. More people need to receive this message. Thank you.